Why do we let the opinions of others define us? Why do we allow the judgments of people who don't truly know us, who don't understand our hearts, to affect how we see ourselves? We live in a world where everyone seems to have an opinion about everything, but who are they to judge you? At the end of the day, only God can judge you. Only He knows the struggles you face, the battles you fight in silence, the tears you shed when no one is watching. Does anyone else truly understand the weight you carry? No. So why give them the power to dictate your worth? When someone criticizes you, asks you to be different, or tries to tear you down, ask yourself, do they know my story? Do they know what I've been through? The answer is no. And yet, they feel entitled to judge. But their judgment is temporary, fleeting, and ultimately meaningless. What truly matters is what God sees when He looks at you. We all fall short sometimes. We make mistakes. We stumble. But that doesn't define who we are. The only judgment that matters is the one from the Creator. He is the only one who has the right to judge us, and His judgment is based on love, mercy, and understanding. Think about it. Who are we to let others define us when God has already called us His children? Who are we to accept criticism from people who don't know the depths of our hearts, the depths of our pain, or the strength it took to keep going? Remember this, you are not defined by the mistakes you've made or the opinions of others. You are defined by the love and grace of God. His judgment is not to condemn you, but to lift you up. He sees your potential, your worth, your value, even when others may not. So, let go of the need for approval from others. Only God can judge you. When you focus on His perspective, you will find peace. Let His love guide you, not the judgment of those around you. Because at the end of the day, the only one whose opinion matters is the one who created you. Stand tall, knowing that you are not defined by the judgments of others, but by the eternal love of God. And that is the only judgment that matters. How many times have you let someone's words break you? How many times have you allowed the judgment of others to make you feel small, insignificant, or unworthy? Why do we care so much about what people think? Let me remind you of something important. Only God can judge you. Who are they to say who you are? Who are they to decide your worth? People will always talk. They will always judge. But they don't know your story. They don't know the battles you've fought, the tears you've shed, the sacrifices you've made. They don't see the strength it took for you to keep going. So why do we let their opinions shape us? Let me ask you this. How many of the people who judge you are the ones who truly know you? Do they know your heart? Do they know your struggles, your dreams, your fears? Do they understand the person you are becoming, day by day, step by step? The truth is, no one else can see you like God does. No one else knows you the way He does. Only God sees the real you. Only He knows your intentions, your pain, your journey. When others try to judge you, remind yourself of this. God is the only one who can look into your soul and see your true worth. His judgment is not like theirs. It is not based on your mistakes, your past, or your failures. His judgment is rooted in love, mercy, and grace. So why let the world's opinion control you? Why allow the judgments of others to dictate your self-worth? You are not defined by their words. You are defined by God's love. The next time someone criticizes you, remind yourself, their opinion doesn't matter. They don't have the power to define who you are or where you're going. Only God has that power, and His judgment is one of love and understanding. Why should we care about the judgment of those who don't know us? Why let their narrow view of us shape the way we see ourselves? When you realize that only God's judgment matters, you will feel free. Free from the weight of others' opinions, free to be who you were truly meant to be. So, the next time you feel judged, remember this, you are enough in God's eyes. And He is the only one who matters. Who do you fear? Is it the judgment of others? Is it the rejection of those around you? Do you fear failure or the unknown? We spend so much of our lives being afraid of what others think, of what might happen next, or of the challenges ahead. But let me tell you something important. The only fear that truly matters is the fear of God. Why do we fear everything else, but we forget to fear the one who holds our life in His hands? Why do we fear the opinions of people, the passing moments, the uncertainties of life, but neglect the ultimate truth that God is the one who can determine our fate? Fear of God is not a fear born from terror, but from reverence, awe, and recognition of His power. He is the Creator, the Sustainer, the one who formed the universe with His word. He is the Almighty, the Eternal, the one who knows every secret, every thought, every action. When you stand in the presence of such power, such greatness, how can you not feel awe? How can you not recognize the importance of honoring Him above all else? Ask yourself, if God is the Creator of all things, If he is the one who controls the universe, the one who knows every heartbeat, every breath I take, shouldn't he be the one I fear most? Because only he has the power to shape my destiny. Only he can judge my life. And when we forget this, we allow ourselves to be consumed by fear of things that are temporary, that have no eternal weight. How many times do we ignore God, chasing after fleeting things and fearing the wrong things? How many times do we let our worries about what others think take precedence over the fear of God? There is no greater fear than the fear of the one who has the power to give and take life. Fear of God is not meant to paralyze us. It is meant to guide us, to remind us of his holiness and his justice. When we truly understand that God holds our life in his hands, it changes everything. The fear of God gives us the strength to walk with integrity, the courage to stand for what is right, and the wisdom to avoid the temptations of this world. So, I ask you again, who do you fear? The fleeting opinions of people? The things of this world that fade away? Or do you recognize that the one to truly fear is the Almighty, the Creator of all, the one who knows the deepest parts of your soul? Don't let your life be ruled by the wrong fears. Fear God above all else. Let his power, his greatness, his holiness shape the way you live. Because in the end, it is God's judgment that will stand. It is his power that will endure. Let your fear of God be the foundation of your life. And let that fear lead you to wisdom, to peace, and to a life that honors him above all else.